The other day, I was just chatting with my friend in Canada. Okay, he is a previous Indian passport holder who was based in UAE for many years. And we kind of connect on many issues. We speak about the good old days, 80s and all that. And he has been in Canada for, I don't know, 20 years. So he is doing very well. Good position, good money, property, children also well educated. Okay, so he's doing pretty fine. And we speak from time to time, speak in the sense chat, on various issues. So one of the key issues that I share my thoughts with him is the transgender, the trend that is going on. On LinkedIn people put their name and then them, they, them, and Zimzer. I've seen this, I've actually seen. And one, like a guy will put his name and he, him, my pronouns. Females will put she, her. Okay, anyway, I sometimes, kind of make fun of him and say, why don't you put man, him, he and all that. He's saying, this is all bullshit, I'm not going to do, alright? And he's saying, in my company also nobody does. And by the way, he's not working for a small company. So he's like, and we have unspoken kind of principle. All these troublemakers who want Zimzer and they, them and their gender, we never employ them in our organization because we don't want drama. I'm telling you honestly what he has shared with me. He's saying we come here to work. We don't need people with mental and emotional issues that we have to address them in a particular way, or being a man, they'll go to a girl's toilet, and being a girl, she'll go to a man's toilet, and all that drama we don't need. And then the last thing we need is someone saying, oh, you emotionally damaged me because you didn't address me with my pronouns. Okay, so I kind of gave you an understanding how he thinks. So one day I shared with him the photograph of a female, beautiful female, very beautiful female, who had kind of chopped up her breasts. Okay, young female. I think she's 16 or something. Beautiful female, really beautiful. This girl, she chopped up her breasts. Now she's flat with a scar and she's celebrating. She said, yes, I'm free and all that. And, I sent it to him. I sent it to a couple of people in my groups. To my surprise, him out of all the people said, fantastic, man. I totally support this. I'm so happy that finally they're able to achieve their dream. For a minute, I was like, when you read a message and you get shocked. I looked at the message, then I made sure, is this the right person that I sent it to? And did he actually see what I sent? So I asked him, you're talking about this? He's saying, yeah, of course. I'm very happy. I totally endorse this. I was like, what the hell is he talking, man? So he's saying, I'll explain to you. When are you free? We'll talk. Because of the time difference between Canada and this one, he finally called me up. We spoke. And then I said, I told him, we were just talking first, hey, this, that, whatever. We spoke about LinkedIn, how people change their pronouns. And I asked him, about this one, you said you're very happy. I couldn't understand. Why shouldn't you be concerned? Because you have young kids. He said, Loy, saying, let me tell you a very simple thing. These youngsters who go for this, how did they come to know about all this? They checked it through social media, TikTok, or through, Reels or Snapchat or, any of social media. Okay? And in some cases, the parents themselves are pushing them towards this for social approval. Oh, my child, I support my child. My child is, there are many movie stars, famous, like, the female of Halloween. She calls her child a different gender. Then there are basketball players who calling their son my daughter and dressing them up like a girl. Okay, fine. So he's saying, see, it's either parents or society or this social media. Okay. But now, if your upbringing is proper, if the parent is there with the child to communicate, to make them understand, to talk to them, do you think they will opt for this nonsense? I said, no, they'll not. He's saying, I'm not trying to deny that there are no transgender people. I'm not saying they don't deserve respect. I'm not saying that they don't deserve their rights. But mutilation of your body, cutting off your private parts, okay, and inserting, if you have vagina, you're putting a fake penis. If you have a penis and, your ball sack, you're chopping it off to make a artificial vagina. He's saying, if you're going to do all that, and you're going to start taking steroids and hormones, which are very expensive, and you'll have to take it for the rest of your life. He's saying, if someone is determined to go and do that, I'm all up for it. Go ahead. It's your body. Go ahead. I totally support you. But then I said, wouldn't it influence other people? See, Loy, and I'll tell you, this is where his thinking is totally far. Loy, they are reducing competition. My sons and daughters, they have less competition because these people will be busy focused on taking hormones, on going to visits to the doctor, on fighting legal battles, on dealing with emotional health issues, mental issues. While my children, he's saying, touch wood, till today, we didn't need to do all this. In fact, I've told my children, they are fit, they go to the gym, they keep fit. I showed them the video of Lizzo. By the way, you need to check. Lizzo is an artist who is fat and she endorses being fat. He's saying, I showed Lizzo. I said, she considers herself healthy and you have to accept her. She says, you have to love your body. This is natural. Saying, you can be like this. They said, no, I don't want to be. She's fat and ugly, but we can't say it publicly. Exactly. He's saying, and he has spoken to his son and daughter both by saying, you have a private part that belongs to you from birth, that is a part of you. If you want to mutilate it, I'm totally okay with it. But you have to get out of my house. You have to earn your own. You have to live your own. And then, he nailed it on the head when he said, let's look at the majority. The majority of these people who chop their private parts, who cut off their breasts, who show this on TikTok. One of them even showed her uterus. You can Google search. One female actually got a healthy uterus removed and showed it in a jar for likes and comments. Candace Owens spoke about this. Now, you chopped your body, you're showing all this. You seriously think that these people are considered stable by society? He's saying, show me a CEO. He told me this. Show me a CEO who publicly chopped off her breasts. Female CEO. None. Show me a male CEO who cut off his balls and all that and is talking about being transgender or dressing up, cross-dressing. And which CEO has done that? None. Which of a multinational Fortune 500 company, which person has done at a very high level? Have you met anyone? Yeah, they will tolerate others to do it, but they will not do it, and they themselves do not want anyone at a very high position to do it. They will tell others, you do it. He's saying, and the reason why politicians are saying is because they want to show they are open-minded, broad-minded. The pharmaceutical industry pays millions and billions. They'll support them if you speak what they like. See, remember, end of the day, after you get a mutilation in your body, you have to pay money for those medicines. I did a bariatric surgery Okay, I made my stomach small. I am supposed to have vitamins and minerals for the rest of my life. Check with anyone who has had a bariatric surgery. Once you physically cut your body, your body doesn't remain the same. So just imagine I did something as small as making my stomach small and I have to take vitamins and minerals that cost me a fortune. It's not cheap, huh? The originals that I take. So when you cut your private parts, there's no testosterone. Even I've told you, when you cut your penis and your balls and you make a fake vagina there, some people, you have to make an opening and that wound tends to close. In order to keep it open, like a ear, you know, when you pierce your ear, if you don't put the earring, it'll close. So they have to insert a fat object which is shaped like, I don't know, a dildo or something. You have to insert that and leave it there for the full night so it doesn't close. Can you imagine doing that? See, all this, when you take testosterone, you will show six-pack abs and you will feel fit as a fiddle, but it comes with side effects. And to this date, there is no study that has researched on the side effects of using steroids or hormones after getting a sex change. And if you check online, almost all the people who have had sex change, who are crossed a particular age, like 20 years, 30 years, they all are regretting. Why? It's expensive. It has massive side effects. The pharmaceutical industry will never talk about it. The acceptance on the global front is just lip service. They don't want people like this. I mean, do you want a guy who dresses up like a girl and all that in and around your children and working for your company? Yeah, some companies might, but show me which they are. And if you are comfortable, maybe you're one in a million. I can assure you this much publicly, even though people will not admit, but deep down it bothers them a lot. See, I'm not hating on transgender people. I'm not saying that this issue doesn't exist. It's a mental and emotional issue, very sensitive, that has to be dealt with. But today they're making it a trend. They're making it a fad. And as in all fads, the fad just goes away. Remember the ice bucket challenge? Everyone was doing it. Same way, steroids. People are taking bodybuilding steroids for big mass. That fad, the bodybuilding with Arnold, went away. Same way, this fad of chopping and cutting your breasts. Just imagine you're 16 here. You're 16. Even if you're 20, even if you're 30, you're still young. And once you cut, it's gone. See, even these tattoos that I've got, I got it after the age of 31. Step by step, it took me a total of 6 years. And today, if you ask me regret, yeah, there are some designs I wish I didn't have. I wish I paid a little bit more money and got a different design, but lucky for me, I managed to satisfy all my needs, wants, desires. And today I have a family. I live in a place, I have a career that doesn't depend on people judging me. And thankfully for me, because I have the gift of the gab and the ability to sell myself, I'm doing okay. But just imagine if a 16-year-old tattooed their face. You would say that is the most stupid thing. In fact, I'll just conclude by telling you one thing. They don't allow anyone below the age of 18 to drink alcohol. They don't allow anyone below the age of 18 to have a gun. They don't allow anyone below the age of 18 to sign a legal document. They don't allow anyone below the age of 18 to start a business. They don't allow anyone below the age of 18 to take, surgery. But they allow people below the age of 18 to have a sex change. Don't you see something wrong here? And my final question to you is, whatever is your age, when you are in school, do you think you're the same person that you are today? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later? Your preferences have not changed. Your likes, dislikes, You're still the same. You look the same. Your body is the same. Come on, man. Don't be stupid. Like my friend said, he no longer feels sorry for them. He encourages them. Go ahead, your body, your life. Why? Because now they're making it easier for others to succeed. Competition is less. And if you're determined to destroy your life, like he said, be my guest. I'm more than happy. I'm just happy me and my family are safe. You do what you want. It's your life, your body, and you'll pay the price. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think of his logic? He made me realize, that's a new way of thinking. Alright, not hating any transgender, but if you're determined to do something, you're willing to pay the price, why not? Anyway, good, bad, ugly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.